Good morning, everyone. I hope you slept well. I'm making pancakes for breakfast just the way you like them, boys and Rosie.
As long as those pancakes don't come with any extra experimental toppings today, I think we are all set.
Hey, classic Caillou, what's in the box? You've been grinning like a fox since you woke up.
Oh, just some supplies. Nothing exciting, really.
Supplies from classic Caillou. Should we be worried that this involves some sort of hair dye ritual?
Hey, I'm not the one constantly complaining about experimental decorations on Mum's head. You wouldn't understand.
What's this then, classic Caillou? You know the counter isn't for your experiments.
Nothing, Mom. Just some harmless art stuff.
Art stuff? Last week it looked like you had repainted the bathroom with toothpaste and markers. Let's keep the art where it belongs this time, shall we?
Perfect timing. I think it's time for a little experiment. Mum has been complaining about having too many temporary highlights. Today, I'll give her a true masterpiece. Jet black hair like a midnight sky.
What are you doing, classic Caillou? Mom's napping and you're creeping around with that dye bottle?
I was just making sure nothing dangerous is happening, and maybe I'm going to improve the aesthetics.
Classic Caillou, do you really think Mom would appreciate a surprise makeover while she's asleep?
It's art, and besides, black hair has always been in style. Mum could use a little change.
Classic Caillou, aren't you worried that this might backfire?
Trust me, brother, it's going to be epic. What's the worst that can happen? She might even thank me, if only after she wakes up.
2 hours later.
What on earth happened to my hair? It's completely black. I didn't ask for a hair-raising makeover.
Well, at least it's not another one of those neon experiments though. Let's be honest, it never fails to start a conversation.
Mom, I think it might actually be a trend. Look at you, the mysterious black beauty of the neighborhood.
Yes, very mysterious indeed. But, Mom, you know that sometimes art requires sacrifice and a little risk.
Art risk? I suppose there's a saying for that. Yet, who is responsible for this?
Maybe someone with a flair for the dramatic. I'd say it's an experiment in artistic freedom.
Classic Caillou, you and your artistic freedom better be ready for the consequences. I just want a normal day without surprises. Thank you very much.
Classic Caillou, was it you? I can't believe you dye my hair without asking.
Come on, it was just a little touch-up. It's not like I did it 3 times already. Or was it?
Wait, 3 times? Classic Caillou, how can you even keep count?
Classic Caillou, you know our rules. No experiments on Mom without permission. We're a family that values boundaries.
That's enough. Classic Caillou, your experiments have gone too far this time. You are grounded until you show some genuine remorse and fix what you have done.
Grounded, but I was just trying to bring a little flair. I thought black was a timeless color.
Well, classic Caillou, time isn't the only thing that changes. Now it seems my hair is on a permanent roller coaster ride.
Classic Caillou, if you really believe black hair is in style, maybe you should experiment on yourself.
Don't worry, Caillou. I'm perfectly content as the rebel genius behind Mum's new look.
Rebel genius is one way to put it, but classic Caillou, maybe your genius should stay within legal boundaries next time.
Boundaries, rules, art. Sometimes it's all just one big messy canvas in our family. But let's agree, no more surprises without permission, got it?
I might have to start a new beauty trend, dyeing yourself black 3 times. Though I certainly didn't ask for a trilogy. Classic Caillou.
Fine, I get it. I'll keep my experiments off Mum's canvas. At least until I can experiment on my own hair.
And maybe next time, experiment with permission first. I don't know if Mom's head can take any more surprises.
All jokes aside, Mom, you look amazing. If only because you handled these surprises like a champ. And classic Caillou, perhaps you'll learn that art without consent isn't very artistic.
I suppose this makes one unforgettable morning in the Anderson household, doesn't it? At least now, I have a story to tell for years to come.
3 days later.
Alright, children, we need to discuss something important. Classic Caillou, you have taken the concept of making your mark a bit too literally. 3 times is enough to stir up a family legend and not the kind we were looking for.
I admit, I might have gotten carried away. I thought Mom deserved something different. But I see now that boundaries are important.
I appreciate the creativity, Classic Caillou, but creativity needs permission. My hair is not a canvas for your experiments, no matter how classic you think they are.
And you, brother, are now officially the family's black sheep in a whole new sense of the word.
Perhaps we can all learn something from this. Family is about respect, of personal space, decisions, and yes, even hair color.
Exactly. Today is a lesson in consequences. While art and creativity enrich our lives, they must be balanced with responsibility. And Classic Caillou, your punishment is well deserved.
I understand. I promise from now on I will ask before I artify anyone's appearance. And maybe I can make it up to you in a more cooperative way. Perhaps by designing a new family crest that involves everyone's favorite colors, with no accidental hair dye included.
I'd like that idea, as long as you leave my head out of it. I'm the one suffering all these experiments.
1 week later.
I really thought I was doing something clever. A stroke of genius in the art world. But maybe I crossed the line this time. When art interferes with someone's comfort, it stops being genius and starts being insincere.
Hey Classic Caillou, maybe your next project should be a permission art instead. That way, you don't get stuck in your room all day.
Yeah, and maybe you can also experiment with new hairstyles, but only on a willing participant.
I guess it's time I redefine what art means to me. There's a lesson in every mistake, and maybe my next masterpiece will be one we can all appreciate together.
Later.
You know, every time I see your mom hair, it reminds me that sometimes even the boldest ideas have consequences. But it also reminds us that in this house, we learn and grow from our mistakes.
I must admit, I never thought I'd have such a dramatic hair story to tell. And Classic Caillou, your experiments have become the stuff of legend. Don't worry, though I appreciate a little creativity, even if it meant a temporary transformation.
Perhaps one day we will all look back on this and say, remember when Classic Caillou turned Mom's hair into a work of art? It certainly makes for a memorable chapter in the Anderson family history.
Just wait until your next experiment, Classic Caillou. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you'll come up with something that involves permission and maybe a little less hair dye.
I promise there will be no more unsolicited art projects involving anyone's head, unless it's part of a grand collaborative effort. And who knows, maybe this time, I'll design something we can all wear together.
That's the spirit, dear. Art should bring us together, not drive us apart. Let's celebrate the creativity, but also the lessons we've learned. And if you ever need a fresh perspective or a willing model, you know where my chair is with a hat, perhaps.
Alright, everyone, let's raise a toast figuratively, or even literally, if you feel like it, to a family that's as colorful as its adventures, to creativity, to boundaries, and to the fact that even when things go wrong, we find a way to laugh about it together.
I guess I finally understand that art is not just about changing how things look, it's about respecting what they already are. I'll be more careful in the future, and perhaps I'll even involve everyone in my next project. One that doesn't require a decontamination shower afterwards.
Well, if your art ever needs a human canvas again, just let us know, as long as it's with our full consent.
Exactly. And for now, let's all just appreciate the colorful journey that led us here. Who knew that a little extra black could spark so much laughter and life lessons?
And remember, creativity is a family value, but so is listening to your mom when she says, no more hair dye experiments.
I promise to remember that next time. Thank you, everyone, for teaching me that even a mischievous experiment can lead to a lesson in laughter and respect.
So, any more artistic experiments in the pipeline, or have you retired your dye kit for good?
I've learned my lesson. Next time I'll stick to sketching or maybe designing posters. No more unsolicited makeovers. At least until I've earned full permission.
Until then, Consider your current sentence of grounded genius an opportunity to refine your skills. Who knows, maybe one day you'll create something so brilliant that it redefines art itself.
I'll keep that in mind, and thank you for not letting it ruin the fun of it all. Sometimes even a little grounding can lead to a bright new perspective.
Indeed, and as long as we have each other and a little bit of laughter, we'll be just fine. Just remember, don't ever lose your creative spark. Just make sure you channel it.
Here's to new beginnings and to keeping our hair exactly how we like it.
Hey friends, thanks for watching. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and be sure to drop a like on this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.